Hello, Tennis Anyone coaches. I want to talk with you about testing in the beginning, junior to intermediate tennis academy. This is such a fundamental part of who we are at Tennis Anyone. It's a huge part of our DNA. I created all 7 of these tests. Now, these 3 tests are the tests for the beginning junior tennis academy. You've got the red, the green, and you've got the blue. Now, on each test, there's a knowledge portion that the students are needing to know, and there's a demonstration portion. Students always start with the red test, always. If you ask the kids, hey, what test are you on, and they don't know, that means they're on the red test. Typically, they'll know because you'll be teaching them this, that they need to work from red to green to blue. And when they pass the blue test, they're going to be moving up into the intermediate to advanced junior tennis academy. But they have to get through all 3 of these tests. The soonest a student can come into the program and move up to the intermediate to advanced academy is 3 months, because they can only take 1 test per month. Each test becomes a little bit more difficult. The first test, super easy. If the kids are not passing the red test, it's only one person's fault. It's you as the coach or me as the coach, because I'm not giving them the answers and the information that they need. Green test, first time people take the green test, I'd say about 70% of the people that take the green test first time they pass it. Red test, like 90% of the kids that take the red test pass it the first time. The blue test, it's like a 50-50. Half the time when they take it the first time, they don't pass. And we want that to be the case with the blue test, because we don't want students moving up into the next academy, the intermediate to advanced, before they're ready. So here's, again, we're in a class with 2 of my daughters, Bia and Ellie, and what I want you to imagine is that we have 6 to 8 students out here, because that's the ideal number that we're going for on every court with every coach. And so what coaches do is they make a mistake when they're testing students to test the students one at a time. Meanwhile, they've got 7 other kids that are sitting around. Girls, go ahead and line up on the service line. And I want you to start showing me your forehand ground stroke. So Ellie over here. Okay, and over, you're just gonna do your forehand ground stroke. Go for it. And just keep doing it, keep doing it. So what I do is before the class starts, or before the testing starts, I do a big review, and I give the kids every single answer on the test. The reason I do that is that the purpose of the testing is learning. That is the number 1 purpose of the testing, is learning. Second purpose of the testing is that it's a roadmap for the students, for the coaches, and for the parents to move their way through the program. And the third main purpose of the testing is to divide the classes up so that the students and the parents and the coaches know that when that blue test is passed, but not before it, then they move into the intermediate to advanced academy. So I don't mind if the students learn everything on the day of the test. Okay, go ahead and stop. So here's what I'm looking for on your forehand. I'm looking for a loop, and I'm looking for you to catch the finish. I don't mind what you're doing with your feet, but I'm looking for a loop and I'm looking for a finish. Go for it. Keep doing it. Good. So as I'm testing, I'm going to watch and I'm going to say, okay, Bia, that's a pass. Ellie, awesome, that's a pass. And again, ideally we've got 6 to 8 students on the court. I don't even mind if one student is copying off the other student. It doesn't matter, provided that they're learning. The main thing is that they're learning tennis. All right, now backhands. So on the backhand, girls, what I'm looking for in the backhand is I want to make sure you guys have a high backswing, not a low one, and you're finishing all the way over the shoulders. I don't mind what you're doing with your feet. Do whatever you want with your feet. Go ahead and do that over and over and over. Fantastic. Good. Keep going. Good. Okay, Bia, that's a pass. Ellie, fantastic. That's a pass. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is I want you to warm up your downs. So come on over and grab a ball. You're going to warm up your downs. All right, now on downs on the red test, kids have to be able to do 20 downs. They're only going to get 1 try, so practice right now. On the green test, oh boy, it gets spicy on the green test. 40 downs and 20 ups. On the blue test, they've got to be able to do 15 downs on edge, spicy, and they've got to be able to do 20 up flips where they're flipping the racket. So these are things that you can give also as homework at the end of class throughout the session. All right, so Awesome. We're going to go ahead and we're going to test right now. You girls get one try to pass the test here and do 20 downs for your red test. Go for it. Here we go. Okay, Ellie's out. That's okay. Okay, that's 20. Awesome. All right. So Ellie gets needs work. That's what the NW stands for. Needs work. Needs work. And Bia is going to get a pass on the red test. Sorry about that, guys. The downs, the 20 downs. So Bia gets a pass. Ellie gets a needs work. And next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask them to demonstrate their ready position. So show me your ready position. What does a ready position look like? Okay, that's a pass for both of them right there. That's a pass. Okay, how about if I said on your toes? What does that mean, on your toes? I'm looking for the windshield wipers. Good, windshield wipers. That's a pass for both of them. All right, now, Eastern forehand grip. You guys remember the shake hands grip? Yeah. Anybody remember that? Okay, how do you find the, okay, perfect. So I'm looking and I can see that this grip is correct, that grip is correct, and I can remind the students the way that you find it is to put your racket on edge, grab from the side, and shake hands. That's the Eastern forehand grip. So coming back to me here, with all of the tests, what you need to do as a coach is you have to go through all the tests ahead of time outside of class. You know what's on the test. On the day of the test, you need to make sure that you do an in-depth review for all of the kids. Again, we're teaching as we go. And then you're going to test as a group. You don't want to have 6 kids sitting out while you're working with one student. They're going to be bored to death and they're not coming back to class and signing up for class again. So I've got everybody out here. And again, the whole purpose for that test is I want to make sure that they are learning. Along the 4-week session, I also need to make sure that I'm teaching what's on the test. When the kids come to test day, they're not absolutely lost. Let's dive into the testing. If you've never done it, you need to start. If you've done it before and some of this information helps you to make the testing more efficient, fantastic, implement it. Let's test, coaches. Crucial. We only do it in week 4. Keep it up.